Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. Alright, so I was taking a few days to delay the guide for the Engraving and Awakening because trying to understand it as much as I could before making a video. This is something that I wasn't very receptive at first. Alright, so they added this particular thing in the latest patch. This engraving basically is something like a new layer of strengthening your characters, making them even stronger. I feel like the game doesn't need this because if you guys are not aware, we used to have the characters and the costumes, right? You get the character costumes up to plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. Now once you go up to plus 4, plus 5, they also added the ability to do this potential liberation thing, which I figured is going to be more than enough, right? You have potential liberation in the game, and then I was hoping that they wouldn't add any more like layers upon layers of making the character stronger because it is going to make it feel somewhat pay to win, but I'm glad I was wrong about that. So this particular new thing or new reach of getting your character stronger, the engraving thing, is not pay to win at all. In fact, it felt really free to play, and I want to talk about it in much more detailed manner. But let me move my face cam a little bit away so you guys can see better. I want to be able to show all of these things to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to move my face cam here so you guys can see. So right now you can see this is Rafina. So every character is going to have this particular engraving. Alright, you got to fulfill all 3 slots of this engraving. So engraving of life right here. And then we have engraving of strength, which improve your strength. Engraving of perseverance, which increase your defense or your magic resist if you are on a what is that? If you're a character that's a magical base, right? So let's see if that's going to be the case. Yeah, that's going to be the case. So once you fulfill all of this, so each of these will take 10 materials, right? You're gonna need all of these things. The stones, we're gonna talk about that later. Once you do all of these, then you will be able to power up your character to further improve the strength or the basically the DPS of them, right? I do think that this is going to be something that is going to be much more favored towards the damage dealers. Ideally, you don't really want to do this towards your healers. You don't want to do this towards your tanks. I feel like those are not necessary. Ideally, if you ask me right now, the priority should be given to you want to awaken the damage dealers first. As you can see, magic attack percent and darkness damage percent. So it is going to be fixed, alright? As far as I know, most of the characters are going to have the same awakening. So it's always going to be magic attack percent if they are magic type, and then attack percent if they are physical type, and then their elemental damage increased by 10%. So this is Celia right here. So let's show you guys a different example. For Livia, she's going to be magic attack and fire damage 10%, right? As you can see. And then for, let's see. For Yuri, it is going to be attack percent because Yuri is a physical attacker, and light damage 10%, right there as you can see, right? Now one thing that you'll notice, it doesn't work on 4 stars, alright? So this is a Glacia, she's a 5-star. It only works on character that reaches level 100. So once you reach level 100, you will have the engraving option right here, right? For tanks, theirs are going to be magic resist, HP percent, or some of them are going to be defense and HP percent. This is going to be for the tanks, right? Now, if your character is level 80, as you can see, because 4 stars doesn't go up to level 100, 4 star only goes up to level 80. 3 star goes up to level 60. So Samai right here, there's no engraving option. Same goes for Andrew right here, right? There's no engraving option. Emma as well, Arines, Seer has the engraving option, right? So again, this is very unique to 5 stars, 5-star characters for now. So definitely something that you want to pay attention to. I think I've read somewhere, or I think I heard the developer say something about in the future they will give an ability for 3-star and 4-star to be further improved. So that's something that you can also consider. We'll see if that's going to be a, like a separate system on its own. But yeah, the concept still lies on all of this, right? Supports doesn't seem to benefit from it much, right? For example, Helena right here, she gets HP percent and she gets magic resist. Ideally, this is going to make her a little bit tankier. Now, Helena is going to be one of the characters that doesn't really benefit much, right? She just, I guess she heals allies based on 100% of magic attack, so she doesn't benefit from the HP as much. So for this one, yeah, Helena doesn't benefit much. But for Refitia, she does benefit a little bit. You can see magic resist and HP percent. and HP percent for Refitia basically on the wedding costume. This particular one, right? So you can see it creates energy guard based on 20% of the max HP, right? So, oh, but it is based on the target's max HP. It's not her max HP. Huh. So I guess like for most supporters, you don't really need to, it shouldn't be a priority, right? Potential liberation is going to be the priority. So you want to use this particular engraving. Ideally, it seems to be much more geared or built towards the, for now, the DPS characters. Now, who should get the priority, right? That's going to be a very good question. I think this is something that a lot of players have been asking me as well. So I really think it depends, right? There's not going to be one character that needs the priority right now. I'm currently thinking of either getting my Dalvi, alright, which is someone that I use a lot, or even Angelica, because I use her a lot. And right now it's also light season. I feel like Angelica is going to be able to benefit from it. Alright, so let's talk about engraving overall. Where do you get all of these materials, right? All of the stones, all of the scrolls, alright, the engraving scrolls. And then once you finish all 3 nodes, you need to like, let me just show you guys, right? Engraving, since I've decided to get it, so I'm going to do it on Angelica. So you can see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you can see this is max for now. Now I work on the defense one. So all of them are going to use their own stones. So this one is going to use the perseverance. This one is going to use the life. Alright. So you gotta do all of this. Boom. And then you go all in here for the strength. This one is going to give you crit damage. Oh, by the way, Angelica and Rue is one of the few characters that gives crit rate and crit damage when you awaken them. So you can see now you can light up. So to awaken, alright, this is what I get, crit rate and crit damage. To awaken, you're gonna need the awakening elixir. So where can you get all of these materials required, right? Surprisingly, it's not too bad. I feel like it's very, the places that you can find them are quite, you know, they can be found a lot. So number one, guild shop. So again, up to 100 per month. We don't really have access to these right now. Alright, so if you go to the guild shop, we're gonna have guild content added later. But if you come here, you can see we don't really have access to that. For now, we are still in the preparation for guild raid for the time being. Alright, so that's something that we have to keep in mind. So number 2, you can go to right here in the shop using the powder of hope. Now, I do think it's worth it, alright? Ideally, the month just reset as well. So you can get essence of strength, essence of life, essence of perseverance. Alright, this is one thing that you can obtain. These essences, very important. It's limited to how much you can buy them. Oh, my bad, they are not using powder of hope. They are using the what is this? Golden thread. Yeah, they are using golden thread. Powder of hope is this one. Alright, oh, powder of hope is used to buy awakening elixir and a few other of these. I guess that one is still quite important, but you can see, right? The golden thread can be used to buy the essences, but you can't buy this particular one, the awakening elixirs. This one you have to use powder of hope. Alright, depending on how much you have right here, this is going to be perhaps more important, right? Because this is the one that improves your stats by a bunch. Now, one more place is the daily in the last night. So make sure you guys are trying to push your last night boss. I haven't tried to push my character strength, and I do think that, you know, getting the characters up, especially with the awakening and stuff, is going to push it even more. So in the boss, let's see, if you guys have been doing this, you can see right here, the daily obtainable rewards. Okay, so you can see, depending on what's your rank, alright, if you are like, let's say you can do 2.5 million, you get 1 per day. Alright, but if you can push a little bit higher, alright, you can somewhat get within the rank of 20 million, you get 2 per day right here, and then you get 3 per day and 26 million. I think that's where I'm at. I'm currently at 3 per day. My last record was 41 million right there. So yeah, 41 million would be where I am at. So okay, so I'm somewhere here. So the next threshold that I'm trying to get is 52 million to try to get 4 per day. And that's going to be something that you want to push, alright? So once you go here, 4 per day, I think this is the maximum. At that point, if you go higher, it's just you're getting more gold. That's pretty much it. Oh wait, it does get to 5 per day at 110 million. Okay, that is, I guess that's good to know. Maybe if you're really looking to push this more, you should consider characters that are strong in the in this particular content, right? In the last night. So this is something that I believe some characters are just excels really good right here, especially the Angelica. Alright, Angelica is really good here. So usually she's always my top damage dealer, so you can see right here, right? Pool Party Angelica, my later Promised Vengeance as well, and of course the Fallen Angelica, right? So if you are, you know, definitely getting the bonuses, you're trying to like farm even more elixirs, perhaps prioritizing an Angelica is not that bad of a choice. Now again, you need to experiment with it a little bit in your own account, right? Some of you guys might have different accounts, some of you guys might have a different character that's way stronger. There are a lot of characters that works really well. If you have a +5 Michaela, I'm not surprised if she's also even, you know, really strong right here. Now another place to obtain the materials needed for Awakening is going to be in the Evil Castle. And I'm so glad that we now have the ability to buy things from here, because the Evil Castle shop has pretty much been useless actually. Useless in terms of for a veteran player, there's really nothing to get from here. If you look at all of these things here, right? So before they added the essences, alright, there was only ability books and slimes and the rank up stars, which is good for new players, but for veteran players like me, you don't really need these things, right? Once you have all the characters built, like you can only build so much characters. So the essences, I'm glad they have added it, and you can see I have pretty much emptied it out. It is very cheap and efficient. It's something that you should consider getting, alright? So Guild Shop is going to be added later, Season Event Shop, Evil Castle, Powder of Hope, Golden Thread. So Season Event Shop, yes, in the regular shop as well, there's also added that pretty much in all of the regular event shop alongside with everything, and I feel like it's fine. It didn't like, based on last season, I feel like you should be able to spare some to buy some of this. So definitely I do think that your priority should still be everything else, right? Like Tears of Goddess, the UR gear at least, right? The draw tickets, everything else, and then the essences is going to be something that you need. The scrolls, fortunately, you can use to buy a lot of extra. And maybe this might actually be super worth it, because I feel like usually I will end up getting the refining powder, which is cool, you know, that's what I've been getting. But the spare one, I usually will be able to empty the shop completely without a problem. And then the remaining ones, for now, I'll be focusing on getting the engraving scrolls, right? That's going to be something that I want to be able to push. Okay, the elixir is something that, yeah, this one is really hard to get. This is the one that you gotta take more effort to farm. And it's limited to the amount per day from last night, or the Powder of Hope, right? But I feel like, you know, if you want to come here, I feel like you shouldn't come here to buy this. This shouldn't be your priority. I feel like you should still get the characters, right? For example, like some of these costumes, I might consider getting my Neon Savior Angelica to +1. But hey, that is pretty much the quick guide on the Awakening and the essences of how you want to upgrade your characters. Now, is this a good system overall? It feels alright. It doesn't feel like it's pay to win. Alright, the Awakening system and the Engravings for now, I feel like it's pretty tame. So it's just something additional for you to be able to grind, and it's like a additional power spike to be able to push your characters forward. For Angelica, you can see we are getting 24% extra crit damage, which I believe is very minuscule. I would love to test that out, right? Once I have enough materials, I'm going to test her out and show the comparison before and after. Hopefully you guys see for yourself. I gotta get enough materials for now. I'm not gonna, you know, trade my Powder of Hope for the time being. But hey, that's gonna be it for the guide pretty much for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think of this system overall. With that being said, daily free pulls. Let's see if I can do some of this to get the free stuff out. There should be like one last day before Therese goes away. I want to get her up to +5, and I am going to do that just right now, and hopefully see if I can get the duality pull for her. Morpia, so we just get these. I haven't gotten lucky in a while, man. Haven't gotten lucky at all. So just do that. Okay, you know what? It's time. It's time. I'm at 181. So let's see if I can get one more copy. Since it's limited, I really want to get her to +5 right here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go 10 more pulls. Boom. Alright, so that's it. I got my, you know, +5 version of Beach Angel Therese. So limited characters, they take a while to come back, so I would do that definitely up to +5 whether or not I think she's quite worth it. I do use her quite a lot, alright, especially in the Tower of Salvation, which is something that I've been trying to push a little bit as well. Alright, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. Let me know what you guys think of the system. And have a nice day. Goodbye.